Hello and welcome to WeBlog Any Car with me, Sheridan, and today I have the Ford Focus. Run through some quick stats. Prices start at £22,695. This one's powered by a 1 litre turbo petrol Ecoboost engine, which produces 123 brake horsepower. Dashboard wise, it's okay. There's some soft plastics up here and down here as well. Yeah, that's all hard plastic. And also when you look at the door handle as well, you've got a little bit of kind of leatherette plastic or what have you, some stitching. This part here, which is all a bit hard plastic, but at night this display, which is actually very clear for the air conditioning and the direction of the fan, at night lights up nice and blue. I do like the blue lighting of the buttons and the air conditioning units and everything. It's all very clear and very easy to read. And also like the switch gear there. Got the Infotainment Center, which, yeah, I won't say much more about that. Obviously as you can see, the Ford Focus is switched off this moment in time. So we're looking at the dash binnacle. So all you can see is the needles and the display's black, which is quite nice. What I don't like is when I'm driving and the light is shining from, like the sunlight shining from behind, I can see all the kind of, you can call it like the warning lights, you know, like the ABS light, traction control, seatbelt light, where the display would light up. So you've got like the silhouette of where, you know, the warning light would be, which, you know, I used to be able to see that on things like my 1984 Vauxhall Nova. Now, what I like about the Ford Focus, I like this steering wheel. It's quite a thick steering wheel. It fits, you know, my fingers fit nicely around it, and it's squishy as well. So it's quite soft. It's leather, and it just has an all-round nice feel to it. And also the steering, because the steering is actually quite sharp, and quite, I would say, quite a quick steering rack, which is nice, and which makes it, I suppose you could say, it does make it more involving. Brilliant sound. I do like the sound of it, and it's actually very responsive. It's responsive, obviously, at lower speeds. Okay, as soon as you start driving a lot faster, you know, 60s, 70s miles an hour and such, it isn't, but it's very good at, you know, like now, second gear into a national speed limit up to 50 miles an hour. That was from 25 miles an hour up to 50 miles an hour. You know, you get the kick, pushes you back into the seat. But if you're just driving to work, holiday, whatever it is, then, you know, it's adequate for doing that. The brakes are a bit, let's try and think of the word. There's a little bit, for me, there's a little bit of nothing when I apply the brake pressure, and then I have to apply it a little bit harder, and then obviously the vehicle starts braking, which I personally don't like. And also, I suppose I'm going through the bad things of what I don't like. And I suppose I don't like that I feel as if the steering itself is slightly over to the right hand side. Sorry, slightly over to the left hand side, and my legs are slightly over to the right hand side, so I feel as though I'm sitting slightly off centre. Now the good things, you know, the seats are comfy. Driver seat's adjusted to how I drive. There is a lot of leg room in the rear here. Currently I'm doing 43.8 miles per gallon as well, so that is good for the pocket and all the rest of it. So that's nice. It's pleasurable. You can do long journeys in this quite easily. I'm very sure of that. I just don't like a couple of things like the hard plastics and the dashboard here, and I also don't like the looks. I really don't like the looks. But obviously beauty's in the eye of the owner, maybe, or beauty's in the eye of the car designer. And the indicator sound, that, yeah, I don't know, click clock, not for me. One thing that I have noticed last year, and I did a quick blog on it on my blog news last year, you had the best-selling top 10 cars, and the Ford Focus wasn't in there, and that's in the UK. And I know that people like, you know, SUVs and crossover vehicles and what have you, but to see the top 10 with no Ford Focus, and after kind of driving this, I can kind of understand why. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Please subscribe to Weblog Any Car, because there'll be other videos coming out as well. And also don't forget to subscribe to Weblog Any Car on other platforms like Instagram and also Facebook as well. And not forget to have a look at my blog as well, which is www.webloganycar.co.uk for the latest car news, which will go online there as well. As I always say, I hope whatever you're driving is very enjoyable. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye for now.